We got loads of things going on every Monday, UK time, 2 a.m. If you can stay awake, you know what I mean? I would advise you to watch Blog Talk with Commanding General Yohanna. It goes into all the hottest topics in the black community, what's going on, keeps you updated. You know, we don't need the white man's news. We got Blog Talk, right? Commanding General Yohanna, but he goes to all the latest topics and he breaks it down. You know what I mean? From Tuesday to Friday, we've got online classes, midnight, if you can stay awake, midnight to 2. Tuesday, we got the Brotherhood class hosted by Captain Mashak Mayum. Wednesday, we got the Law class. Thursday, we got the Bible Scripture Breakdown class hosted by General Mahayaman. And then Friday, we got the Lash of One Kodash by Captain Kabbalah Moth. So make sure you tune to the classes. Friday class, extremely important. Go into the Hebrew breakdowns, the pronouns, feminine, masculine, future tense. Go into the Hebrew. You know what I mean? Learn your history, black man. You know, learn your native tongue. Your native tongue is Spanish. It's not English. It's not Portuguese. Log on to that class. You get me? We learn the Hebrew, how to write it, how to speak it. You know what I mean? So just make sure you log into them classes. We also have every Thursday, it's like at 4 a.m.
That's 5 a.m.
5 a.m. if you can stay awake. Israelite Vibes, hosted by Captain Tizaya, Officer Katazar. You know what I mean? A powerful radio show. You know what I mean? Go to all the hottest topics, breaking up, giving you all the latest breakdowns, everything. Make sure you log into that also. And we also in the UK have classes also. We got today's class Wednesday 7 to 9. We got Saturday also, which is 10 a.m. to 12. Also, we also have camp every week as well, every Saturday in Birmingham City Centre. If you can make it, you know, come through, support the team. But gonna go into a few topics, a certain few Christian misconceptions. You know what I mean? According to the Christian church, they believe that demons are running around crazy and that the Most High couldn't control Satan and Satan rebelled against him. Is that that's how it goes?
Yeah, that's exactly how that goes.
Yeah, they said there's a war in heaven, you know what I mean? A war broke out in heaven one time and Satan broke free and now he's vexing mankind and, you know, what was he doing? It was rampant, you know, turning men to homosexuals and jumping in people. But according to the Bible, we're going to see that's true. Because all these philosophies are the white man philosophies. They're not biblical based, they're not scriptural. So we're going to get the first scripture, Isaiah 45 and 7. Any questions on that?
All right, the book of Isaiah, the 45th chapter and the 7th verse. It reads, I form the light.
Who?
I form the light.
And this is the Most High speaking. It says he forms the light. Get the word form. That's actually don't get it later. The Most High, I form the light. So just make it clear it's the Most High speaking. And he says he forms the light. Read.
And create darkness.
And he says he creates darkness. He formed light and darkness. Read.
I make peace.
And the Most High makes peace. You know what I mean? When you see all these nations at peace with each other, it's the Most High. You know what I mean? He creates peace. Read on.
And create evil.
And the Most High as well.
And create evil.
And so the Most High creates evil here. He didn't say nothing about angels rebelling. That there was good angels at one time, then they switched on the Most High. You know what I mean? Originally there were good angels, and then they switched. And how come they're always white at first, the white angels and another black one switch? But it says here the Most High, he creates evil. He created this evil. We done?
I the Lord.
I who?
I the Lord.
So this is the Lord speaking. So no one can say I'm twisting this out of context. Say I the Lord read.
Do all these things.
So God does these things. God creates good and evil, light and dark. Give me the definition of create.
Form.
Create, let me create actually. So I create evil. So people think that God's all love. You know what I mean? God ain't all love. This is the same God that drowned the whole planet in the time of Noah. The same God that burnt down 5 cities of homosexuals. God ain't all love. You know what I mean? If you cross the Most High will kill you. You know, all you gotta do is look at the ghetto, look at black people on drugs, black people on the bottom. And that's because we crossed the Most High. We want to smoke weed. That's why we bugged out our minds. You know what I mean? All women want to be whores. That's why they have AIDS. Because you crossed the Most High. The Most High ain't no, he's not that white man you see in the Christian church who's all love, who's a pushover. The Most High is not to be played with.
Right.
Read that for me out.
The definition of create to bring something into existence.
Read.
To produce, design, make, manufacture,
To make, to create something. So the Most High goes, I create evil. The Most High created angels that way. The angels that are bad, that do wicked things, but they are not angels that rebelled. They was created this way. They was designed this way. They have, like, everything on this earth has a purpose, and these angels were created that way. So read that again, Isaiah 45:7.
Isaiah the 45th chapter and the 7th verse. I form the light and create darkness.
See, you would never learn this in your Christian church. They teach that God's all love, this blue-eyed God that can't hurt a fly. Meanwhile, they bomb other countries. The Lord ain't to be crossed. The Lord creates darkness. Read.
I make peace and create evil.
So the Most High designs evil. He makes evil. You know what I mean? As we read on, we're gonna find out that people that cross the Most High, people that don't want to follow His law, statutes, and commandments, the people that don't want to put down weed, don't want to put down pork, don't want to put down crab, shrimp, and lobster, the evil's for them. Some people don't want to put down pork. That's where they get high blood pressure, diabetes, gout, because the Lord creates evil for people like that. Like any good parent, a parent don't just have treats. A parent don't just have PlayStation games and Game Boys and Nintendo GameCubes. A parent also has a belt as well.
That's right.
You know what I mean? You have the belt also when it's needed. And the same with the Lord. The Lord got blessings. He got the land for you. You know, black man, we got a land. We got an army. You know what I mean? We got women. The Most High made a black woman for a black man. But also, we got that belt also for when you act up. You know what I mean? And this belt, this evil didn't come because angels rebelled against the Lord. They was made this way. Read on.
I, the Lord, do all these things.
So the Lord does all these things, but you'll never learn about this side of the Most High because you've been brought around, you've grown up around Christianity. You know what I mean? Your pastor teacher, God is all love, God is all love, God is all love. Meanwhile, the same man that said God is all love, he put you on a slave ship, man. He made you pick cotton, he whipped your back, cut your woman's bellies open. You know what I mean? But all of a sudden, God is all love. That's not according to the Bible. So I've got a question for you.
I got a question here. Trooper Bunny Young said, Salakia, somebody told me they're going to think about coming to class after they read the Bible. I tried to explain, they would not understand it without being taught. Could you address that?
Again, you know, see, again, because of Christianity, black people think that they can know God by themselves. They don't concordance. I read, I pray, and the Spirit comes down to me. I don't need no man to show me this. I don't, you know what I mean? That is a lie according to the Bible. The same way someone taught you how to tie your shoelaces, the same way someone taught you how to read, someone also has to teach you about God. Someone also has to teach you his Bible. You can't just wake up one day and say, I know God. Or say, I'm spiritual. I'm spiritual. Okay. That's not according to the Bible. Give me Acts 7.
Yeah, Acts 8. Yeah, Acts 8 and the 30th verse.
All right, let me get the reason.
Yeah,
8 and 30, yeah?
Can't.
What are they? All right, give me 29.
All right. Acts the 8th chapter and the 29th verse. Then the Spirit said unto Philip.
So the Spirit came to Philip. You know what I mean? Philip was walking. He got the vibe saying, you know what? Spirit came to him saying, you know what? Go this way. That's what I mean. The Spirit came to Philip. Read.
Go near and join thyself to this chariot.
So the Spirit came to Philip. You know, Philip was walking, doing the thing. The Spirit's like, you know what? Go this way, man. You ever get that vibe saying, go this way?
Right.
You know what I mean? Get that vibe saying, go over to the chariot. Read.
30th verse. And Philip ran thither to him.
So Philip ran thither to him, meaning Philip ran over to him. This man is one Ethiopian eunuch, how you pronounce it.
That's how you see it.
But he's a man that dwelt in Ethiopia, therefore they call him Ethiopian. Just like how they call me British, not because I'm British, because I'm a British citizen. But this man was a Jew, but he dwelt in Ethiopia, so they call him the Ethiopian eunuch. And the eunuch is a man that is castrated. But read on.
And heard him read the prophet Isaiah.
So when Philip went over to the same man, he heard the man reading the book of Isaiah. So this man was reading it, read.
And said, understandest thou what thou readest?
So Philip said to this man, do you understand what you're reading? So the man reading it, so you know, he's saying, do you understand what you read? Now let's see what this man says. Read on.
And he said, how can I, except some man should guide me.
So the man said, how can I understand unless some man should guide me? So this man was smart enough to know that he can't read the book of Isaiah unless someone teaches him. But in 2016, everyone thinks that they got the way. Everyone thinks that they got the knowledge. And no man can tell me nothing. I can learn about God by myself. But common sense, everything you ever learn, you learn off somebody. There's nothing you learn by yourself. You learn how to drive because a man taught you. You learn how to tie your shoelaces because a man taught you. How to cook because someone taught you. But now people think that when they're reading the Bible, it's different. But this guy, the Bible says itself, that the eunuch said, how can I understand the Bible unless some man shall teach me? That's written out the Bible. Give me one more.
The part about see a man of understanding.
Go on, give me that one.
Let me find it one second.
Sure, that one. You mind which one of me?
What's that?
Well, how Moses set captains and stuff over them.
Oh yeah, Deuteronomy.
You know, judges.
Deuteronomy 1, isn't it? About 16 or something. Yeah, Deuteronomy 1 and 15.
Alright, go on, give me that.
Deuteronomy, the 1st chapter and the 15th verse. So I took the chief of your tribes, wise men, and own.
Sorry, get that again. Put it up.
Deuteronomy, the 1st chapter and the 15th verse. So I took the chief of your tribes.
So this is Moses speaking. He's saying, I took you chief of your tribes. The chief man is like the top man. You know what I mean? The guy with more understanding, the guy with more experience, who's been around longer. You know what I mean? He wasn't no rookie. He wasn't no layman. This man had understanding, wisdom. You know, he had experience. You know what I mean? This man is qualified to teach people. He's been through certain mistakes. He's wise. He's chief among you. Read.
Wise men.
What?
Wise men.
And these men were wise, smart, been through things, experienced some things. You know what I mean? They've been reading it for years. These men were wise. Read.
And own.
And known. Like today, these so-called known wise men are Creflo Dollar, T.D. Jakes,
right,
Malcolm X. But at this time, we had wise men that were known, they were famous. People see them and go, oh, that's so-and-so, you know. That man's wise, you know. You know what I mean? I seen him in Judgment the other day, and he broke down this scripture. Known, famous people. Read.
And known, and have made them heads over you.
And he made them heads over us. These men were in charge over us. So no, you can't lead yourself. You can't understand the Bible by yourself. And Moses himself understood that. Read on.
Captains over thousands and captains over hundreds.
And he made them captains over us. Some were over 1,000. Some was over. Someone has to be over you. Someone has to guide your footsteps. And because the Christian church, everyone thinks we're all equal. You can't tell me nothing. And because of that, no one's wrong. No one can be told nothing. And when the problems arise, people just leave the church and start their own group. So I get a picture from here.
I got another one, yeah. Ecclesiasticus, chapter 6 and the 36th verse.
6, yeah? 6 and 36.
Perhaps like verse 35.
Alright, give me 35.
God. Ecclesiasticus 6 and 35. Be willing to hear every godly discourse.
So discourse is a conversation, a back and forth. And the Bible says, make sure you listen to those godly discourses. When two godly men are speaking, going back and forth in the scriptures, make sure you listen, learn from them, pick up from their experience. You know what I mean? So make sure you listen to a godly discourse. But nowadays, our kids want to watch love and hip hop. You know what I mean? Get involved. Like, not even watching it, but they just indulge in that, in foolish discourse, not godly discourse. They're just focused on the latest shoes or, weed. That's the discourse our people want to talk about.
Right.
You know what I mean? How to roll a spliff, you know what I mean? How to wheel spin a car. That's the only discourse we want to be involved in. But the Bible's saying be involved in godly discourse. You know what I mean? How to raise your family, how to treat your woman, how not to treat your woman, how to treat your brother, how not to treat your brother. You know what I mean? That's the discourse that you want to be involved in. So like I said,
Yeah, just that after point about how to wheel spin a car, people learn it so much that they learn that if you put a tray on the back wheels of your car to like stop the car and wheel drive, that's how you make it skip, because some cars ain't.
People is fascinated in things that don't benefit, you know, things that won't fix your family, things that, you know what I mean? There's brothers out there who, the woman's crazy, man, throwing plates at them and everything. And before they learn this, learn how to fix that problem, they rather learn how to wheel spin the car, you know, they rather learn how to put trays under the wheels to spin it. But, you know, that's just how it is. People don't want to know. Right. They were redone.
And let not the parables of understanding escape thee.
There you go. So when these men are going in the scriptures and they're breaking down parables and they're dark sayings, a parable is a dark saying. That's the definition of a parable, a dark saying. Something that has to be broken down like a mystery. You know what I mean? When these men are going to the Bible, they're breaking down dark sayings, make sure you're there, make sure you're learning it, make sure you've got pen and paper, you're recording it, you're saying, be around wise men, read.
And if thou seest a man of understanding.
So if you see a man of understanding, if you see a man in the I.S.U.P.K, someone that's in his Bible, in class every day, logged in, someone who's an officer, captain, general, if you see a man of understanding, someone that's always in the Bible, breaking it down, someone who's on the streets, waking up blacks and Hispanics, all in this Bible, been doing it for years. If you see one of those men, read,
get thee betimes unto him.
And betimes, the old English word means beside him. Get beside him, learn from that man, find out what it's about. But in 2016, people want to get beside who? Kanye West, you know what I mean? Women want to get beside Nicki Minaj and yeah, Chris Brown and that. No one wants to get beside. No one wants to get beside a godly man. No one wants to learn from him. You know what I mean? Yeah, but yeah, that's what he's supposed to do. And maybe the same women that love Chris Brown so much and Nicki Minaj so much, if they was to get beside a godly man, maybe they could keep one. You know what I mean?
Right.
Maybe they wouldn't be running from man to man. You know what I mean? Maybe they could cook. Maybe they could please the man, but because they don't, that's the reason why. You know what I mean? These brothers that want to run behind Kanye West and Young Thug, if they took time out, listen to one of the brothers in school, then maybe police wouldn't be busting upside the head. Maybe the woman wouldn't be putting their fingers in their face and stuff. You know what I mean?
Right.
Maybe their kids wouldn't be in gangs, but they don't want to listen, so that's how it is. But yeah, read on.
And let thy foot wear the steps of his door.
So that same godly man with the understanding, let your foot wear at his doorsteps, man. You need to be at his house 6 o'clock in the morning. You know, he'll open the door to get the paper. He sees you there. You know, with your Bible, like, yo, yeah, I was reading Ezekiel the other day. What's that mean? Yo, we're at his doorsteps, man. You know what I mean? He's supposed to stress his line. He's supposed to go, oh, you again. Yo, what is it, man? In the morning, stressing out, man. But again, people, if you go to a Kanye West concert, you know, they'll stress him though. Yo, he can't get into the restaurant. They're stressing him. Paparazzi all up in his face, and he a man of God. What can he do to save your life? What can he do to help you? But that's who people want to. That's the doorsteps who people want to wear out. But you're supposed to wear out a man of God, man. That's how you learn. So again, you can't. Back to the question, you can't learn yourself. You have to come to a man of God. You know what I mean? Get in, listen to the dark parables. Listen to the godly discourse. Wear out his footsteps. That's how you get the understanding. The Bible didn't say you'll be on the couch one day. It's a famous story, you know. People say on the couch one day watching the game and something knocked me off the seat, man. You know what I mean? It gave me the life. That's a lie. You know what I mean? That's a lie. Them same people that have them testimonies are the same people in the Christian church who eat pork, who sleep with white women, who condone homosexuality. Those are the same people. Like anymore.
I mean, if you go up to verse 32.
Yeah, give me verse 32.
All right. My son, if thou wilt.
So he goes, my son, if thou wilt, if you want to be, if you want this, you know what I mean? This is what, if you want to stop black on black crime, if you want to be wise, if you want to be taught, read. So if you want to, you will be taught. But if you ain't interested, if you want a spliff, you know what I mean? If you want, you know what I mean? If you want to get high all day, then you won't be. But if you want to be taught, you can be taught. There's brothers here, there's online classes, there's camp, Monday to Friday. The brothers that teach it for free. We teach black people Hebrew for free. So if you want to, you can get this knowledge. If you want to know your heritage, where you come from, your dress code, your language, you can get it. But if you don't want it, then you know the Christian church is there for you every Sunday. I'm hearing now doing what Saturday school and that as well. So boy, you know, there's enough class. Do your thing, man. You hear me? But yeah, read that again.
My son, if thou wilt, thou shalt be taught.
So if you want this, you can be taught. If you're willing to shut your mouth and say everything I've learned was a lie. You know what I mean? Don't come against us and say, yeah, but you know, I don't kind of believe in it. You just shut your mouth and listen. You can be taught. You know what I mean? Put that pride aside. Read.
And if thou wilt apply thy mind,
If thou apply your mind, listen. You know what I mean? Focus. Some things you might not get now, but you get later. You know what I mean? If you read in the Bible, the apostles didn't get everything, but they knew that Christ was the way and stuck with him, and they got it afterwards. When you go to school, did you learn algebra in one day? Did you learn your ABCs in one day? You didn't, but you stuck there, and now you do know it. Now you know the alphabet at the back of your hand. Now you know algebra. Now you can count to 10, but at one time you couldn't. But people don't understand, so they run out. You know what I mean? That's the problem. But yeah, read on.
Thou shalt be prudent.
That prudent is the old English word, means wise. So if you want to be, you can be wise. If you apply your mind and listen, you can be wise. Read.
If thou love to hear.
So if you love to hear, read.
Thou shalt receive understanding.
So if you want to hear, you receive understanding. But again, people in 2016 don't want to hear, they want to teach. You know what I mean? You got people that watch 2 YouTube videos, you know what I mean? Learn something about atoms and stuff. They want to teach. That's the problem. No one wants to hear. Everyone's a teacher nowadays. Everyone's a scholar. Everyone's a prophet. Read.
Receive understanding. And if thou bow thine ear.
And so what?
If thou bow thine ear.
So if you bow your ear, when you bow down, you're showing subjection. You're showing that, you know what, yeah, I'm all yours. You know, I'm not standing up against you. I'm not proudful. I'm bowing down. I mean, like, you're the boss. I'm the one low. You're saying bow down your ear. Listen, so you know what? I'm going to hear what you got to say. You know what I mean? Don't be all proud. Listen, if you bow down your ear, put your pride aside, forget what you've learned. You know, give us 5 minutes of your time. Read.
Thou shalt be wise.
Then you will be wise. You have to listen to be wise. There's no man on earth. All the top generals in I.S.U.P.K was taught. You know what I mean? General Muhammad himself said that. High priest Arya had a Bible dictionary. You have to read and learn. You know what I mean? You don't wake up with this knowledge. All of us was learned. But people don't want to learn today. They learn from the white man. They'll go to uni, learn about law, and then come out of uni and make big money. Don't mind learning then. When it comes to God, you can't tell them about nothing. You know what I mean? But that's how it is. But any more questions on that?
No, there isn't. The famous one, people say, well, you know what I mean? I believe what God tells me through the book. I mean, that's the personal understanding.
Yeah, the personal interpretation. And there's a lot of people like that. You know what I mean? Some people say you can smoke weed. Some people say you can't. Some people want to go to church on Sunday. Some people want to, and all these people, you can't tell them nothing. And that's what's wrong with our community. But yeah, back to the whole spirit thing. Give me Ecclesiasticus 39 and 28.
The book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 39 and verse 28. There be spirits that are created.
That are what?
That are created.
So the spirits that are created, you know what I mean? Not spirits that were kicked out of heaven because they was rebellious. Not spirits that switched on the Most High or want to. Why they go? He wanted power.
Yeah.
And it's switch. Come on, man. All that is a lie. You don't find it nowhere in the Bible, man. All that is Christian dogma. We were taught that as children. Our grandparents taught us that. The slave master taught them that. All this is a lie. Read that again.
There be spirits that are created.
And the spirits that are created, made. You know, the Most High made the whole universe. And when he did that, he made these spirits that were created. Read on.
For vengeance.
For what?
For vengeance.
And vengeance means revenge. The Most High got spirits that were made for revenge. You know what I mean? When someone's blind, it's not because Satan escaped from heaven and he blinded somebody. It's vengeance. That person was wicked and the Most High, he got revenge on them and made them blind. When someone's bipolar, it's not because Satan's angry at mankind and is running around crazy. It's that that person pissed the Most High off and he made them bipolar. These spirits were made for vengeance. Like any parent, a parent has a belt. That belt has a purpose. It's for punishing people. And these spirits were made for vengeance. Read.
Which in their fury.
In their fury, you know what I mean? People, there's many demons out there. Bipolar, you know, man. Dyslexic. These are harder ones, man. Blind, deaf, people. That's not about some of that. There's people that love to take drugs. Just can't get enough of it. Smoking demon. You know what I mean? There's people that are just. There's so many people that are in pain. Wake up in pain, bedridden. There's many, and the Lord saying He made these spirits here, made by the Lord. Read on.
which in their fury lay on sore strokes.
And strokes is a whip or beating.
A whip.
It's a whip, man. These spirits that made for vengeance, they beat people. You ask some people in the mental institution talking to themselves, they're getting beaten by these spirits, man. Someone that's blind getting beaten by these spirits. Some people wake up with some terrible, the joints are all messed up, they're in pain, they're getting beaten by these spirits, laying sore strokes on them for vengeance. Read.
In the time of destruction, they pour out their force.
And they pour out their force. That's why you see brothers in pain. You know what I mean? No one wants to be sick. You know what I mean? No one wants to be sick unless you are sick. You know what I mean? Because these demons or these spirits pour out destruction on you. Read on.
And appease the wrath of him that made them.
Read that again.
And appease the wrath of him that made them.
So who's the one that made them? Who made these spirits? If anyone online wants to answer that, I'm going to give you 20 seconds.
20.
Who online made these spirits? So these spirits appease the wrath of him that made them. I want you to give me appease in the definition as well. No one answers you now?
No.
Alright, cool. Give me the definition of well, I'll tell you, the person that made the spirits is the Most High. The Most High, he created these spirits. You know what I mean? And when he sets these spirits on you, they appease his wrath. Give me the definition of appease.
Appease, out of the dictionary, appease, to pacify or to palisade.
So to pacify, in the UK we call it a dummy, but in America they call it a pacifier. When a baby's crying, you put a pacifier in his mouth. It stops him from crying. It calms him down. It makes him be at peace again. You know what I mean? These spirits appease the Most High. So when you're there smoking crack and stuff, or you're shooting everybody in the neighborhood, you will get shot by somebody else, and that will appease the Most High. He'll be angry at you. You get shot, like you'll calm down now, like, oh, I feel better now. Just like when your child comes home late, and you're wondering where's the child, man. You're pissed off. You know what I mean? You're angry. You're checking that watch. Where is he? You know your mom peeks through the window and sees you going up the road. She's angry, and then when the beat happens, they're peace now. Now they can go back to their everyday life. Now they can go to bed at night. But before that, they were angry, but now they're at peace. It's like
yeah, there's an answer. Trooper Banyamian said the Most High.
Yeah, that's true. The Most High. Give me a hand. Yeah, and these spirits appease the Most High. You know what I mean? When men are, when men are out there in the trap house cutting up cocaine and so forth, the Most High make the police come in there. You know what I mean? Lock him up in prison. These spirits appease the Most High.
That's what the definition.
Go on.
To pacify by exceeding their demands. So by ascending to their demands. To satisfy.
To satisfy. You know when you're hungry, you eat. Now you're satisfied. That's the same way. The Most High is angry. He sets these spirits on you for judgment, for vengeance. Once it's all done, it's satisfied. You know what I mean? I know a lot of us. This is the Bible I'm reading from, not my words. This is the Most High that you never learned of. You've learned about that white man with the touching Adam's finger and sitting in chapel. But I'm afraid to tell you that's not the Most High. You know what I mean? The Most High is a black man, and like any good parent, if your children disobey you, you have to punish them. All right, can I give you Psalm 78? I think it's verse 40.
And the 40th chapter.
Okay, so I'll give you a little rundown. This is David this is David, but it's going back in time. He's speaking about when we was in the wilderness with Moses, and we kept making new idols, sinning against the Lord, doing stuff that we shouldn't be doing stuff that was contrary to the 10 Commandments, doing stuff that was contrary to the law itself, the statutes. And David's going to give us a little history lesson. Read on.
Psalm, the 78th chapter and the 40th verse. How oft did they provoke him in the wilderness?
So how often did we provoke the Most High in the wilderness? Many times. You know what I mean? You read about Moses went to the mountain just for a couple of days, comes down to the big party going on. a golden calf there. You know what I mean? People naked and just doing some Mardi Gras kind of festival. You know what I mean? See how often we did loads of times, many times the Most High sent serpents against us, earthquakes, the ground swallowed us up. Read again from the top.
How oft did they provoke him in the wilderness?
And we provoked the Most High in the wilderness. We know that it's wrong to have idols, but what did we go and do?
Make idols.
We provoked him. Just like we know coming at 10 o'clock is going to piss our parents off. So why are you coming at 11 for? You're provoking them. That's what we did. We knew idolatry was wrong. So why are we building a golden calf? You know what I mean? Right. We murmured against him after he brought us out from the land of Egypt. But we done.
And grieve him in the desert.
And we grieved him in the desert, in the wilderness. We grieved him. You know what I mean? All we did was make Moses' life hard. Say that, oh, you know what? We should have stayed in Egypt, man. It was better in Egypt. You know, out here, we're eating the same food. The Most High gave us food from heaven. I'm saying, we're sick of this food, man. Same old, same old. I'm tired of this. You know what I mean? We grieved him. We done.
Yea, they turned back and tempted God.
And we turned back. We want to go back. Just like today, if we was in the wilderness today, these same black people say the same thing. They say, look us in the wilderness, man. I miss life. Imagine in slavery. If you're in slavery, you know, to work a dead-end job. You know what I mean? You're seeing gunshots in your community. I know for a fact, if we went in the wilderness again, you have black people saying the same thing. They say, oh man, I miss life in Aston, man. At least I'll go Tesco. 24 hours, you know, I'll get a cold mountain dew. You know what I mean? I'll get a cold nutriment right now. Now, man, I get starved. It's hot, man. I'm sick of this food, man. At least back in Aston, I could go Tesco, you know, when the Aston Cross. You know, it's 24 hours, man. Right about now, I could start to get a cheeseburger right now. I'm sick of this, man. You know what I mean? At least the white man was paying us. The white man was bad, but at least was paying us. That's the black people say the same thing here. You know what I mean? They want to go back to Egypt. We promote them all the time. But we done.
And imitate the Holy One of Israel.
And God ain't got no limit, so we limited him. You know what I mean? We was thirsty, and we there doubting. Oh, we're thirsty and there's no water. Why are you limiting God for? He can make it rain now. You know what I mean? The Most High made water come out of a rock. We limited him. He's like, you can't. We're like, oh, what's happening now? Went to the Red Sea, looking around like, oh, what's gonna happen? Why are you limiting God for? He could do anything. We done?
They remembered not his hand, nor the day when he delivered them from the enemy.
And we didn't remember that. When we was in Egypt, no one said, we got no water, but it's cool. You know why? Because this is the same God that split the Red Sea. You know what I mean? No one said, we got no water, but you know it's cool, because this is the same God that took us from the land of Egypt. So if he can do that, you know, it's cool, because that's impossible. He can do that. He must make it rain. Like, what the Lord did was, it was a miracle. We read it now, we think it's nothing, but it's a miracle. Moses went to Pharaoh and said, listen, let my people go. We watch it in Christmas plays, and we watch it, so we think it's nothing. But what he did was impossible. That's like me, Karafia, going to 10 Downing Street. I'm like, yo, Cameron. You know what I mean? First of all, she can't get in there, security there. And Cameron's like, who's this? You know, this man lives in Birmingham and Aston. Who the hell is this guy? Walk to the camera and say, listen, Cameron, all them blacks, Hispanics in Brixton, Peckham, you know, Leeds, Manchester, let them go. I'm tired of them working dead end jobs. Come, we're gonna walk out of here. We're gonna go to a new land. Yo, that's a miracle right there, and it happened. You know what I mean? And we forgot about that. We done?
Yeah, how he had wrought his signs in it. Sorry.
Take time. Read that again. Take time.
How he had wrought his signs in Egypt.
Yeah, and we forgot how the Most High wrought. Wrought means to work. We forgot how the Most High worked signs in Egypt. We forgot about all that. Imagine you're thirsty and no one said, nah, man, chill, man. It's the same Most High that did them signs in Egypt, man. The same one that made it dark for 40 nights, put frogs, turned the water into blood. No one remembered that. Everyone was scared, talking about, oh, we're thirsty, we're gonna die, man. Moses, you killed us, man. You brought us out of America. You brought us out of Egypt to die. At least back home, we had, you know, like Tesco and McDonald's and Burger King. Now we're gonna starve to death. No one remembered that. We done?
And his wonders in the field of Zohan.
No one remembered that. We done?
And had turned their rivers into blood.
As I said before, no one remembered them works. When times were hard, everyone forgot about that. Everyone cursed the Most High, murmured against him, saying how life was better in Egypt. How is life better being a slave? And black people said today, black people say, listen, it's cool, like, I get paid, the NHS is free, that's fine. We don't care about black people being shot dead in the streets. They don't care about having a land of their own, a language of their own. From they can survive day to day, they're fine with that. Read on.
And their floods that they could not drink.
Read.
He sent diverse sorts of flies among them.
All right, give me verse 49.
Verse 49. He cast upon them the fierceness of his anger.
And because we doubted in the wilderness, because we doubted him, you know what I mean? We doubted the Most High's power. He put anger upon us. You read the book of Numbers, how serpents bit them. You read in the book of Numbers, how the ground swallowed them up. The Most High's anger because we murmured against him. Read on.
Wrath and indignation and trouble.
Now listen. Now the next line's key. The next line's gonna crush this rampant. You know what I mean? It's gonna crush it. Remember, it's the Most High. The Most High sending plagues against them, sending demons against them. Next line.
By sending evil angels among them.
The Most High did what?
Sending evil angels among them.
The Most High did what?
Sending evil angels among them.
That's the Bible. The Most High sent evil angels among them. These angels work for God. God has them. You know what I mean? And when you come out of line, He will send them on you. Nowhere did it say, you know, angels will roam in the earth and the board, and in the spare time they like to bother people. The Most High sends them on you. He sent evil angels among you. The Most High has good angels and He has bad angels. Like I said before, a parent just don't have the Game Boy and the PlayStation. A parent got the belt too, or the curtain wire or the slip, whatever. He got both. You know what I mean? He got the blessings and the curses, and the Most High got both. Drop that. Give me 1 Samuel 16 and 14.
The next verse.
All right, drop that in.
He made a way to His anger. He made a way to His anger. He spared not their soul from death.
And the Most High didn't spare them. When they, you know, when they went against Him, He sent His angel on them. They didn't spare Him. They were like, oh, you know, I'll give them a little, you know. They went hard on them. They didn't spare them. You know what I mean? But give me a 1 Samuel 16, 14. Let me know you there, yeah?
I'm there.
Let me know you there.
All right. 1 Samuel 16th chapter. And the
okay, so I'm gonna give you a little rundown. You know, a lot of people know about King David and King Saul, and how, you know, King Saul was the first king of Israel. And at first, you know, he was a good man. He followed the Lord of the Most High. But what happened was the Most High set him on a mission, and he didn't complete the mission. And from there, everything went downhill. The Most High said that I'm gonna take the kingdom away from you. You know what I mean? I'm gonna make David king over you. And this is what happened to Saul. We done?
But the Spirit of the Lord departed from Saul.
So Saul had the Spirit of the Most High, and it left him. Okay, you know that spirit some people have on them. You know, people that follow the Most High, keep the commandments, and they got a spirit on them, man. They make good choices, good decisions. Everything they set their hand for to do just works. You know what I mean? They're good at solving problems. We got issues and stuff. Like some brothers that there's issues in the I.S.U.P.K, and because they're men of the Lord and read His Bible, they can sort the problems out. Like, now, what you want to do is, you know what I mean? They can sort it out. You brothers that spirit of the Lord, and Saul had that. Everything Saul set his hand to do, it worked for him. You know what I mean? Like, there's certain brothers that don't follow the Bible, and they got the Spirit of the Lord in them. The whole life is a mess. You know what I mean? Everything's a mess. You got people that cry to God saying, oh, God, you know what I mean? My car broke down and everything's wrong. Well, everything should be wrong. You're serving the Lord. But you know what I mean? Why should everything be good? But Saul had that spirit where everything went right, he had wise decisions. You know what I mean? He had the Spirit of the Lord on him, and that spirit left. Because he disobeyed the Most High, it left. The Most High took it from him. So like, yeah.
They're also like, with them, Haushai, he had that same spirit as well. And in Isaiah, he was called the counselor.
There you go. You can counsel problems, deal with stuff properly, know how to, when a problem arises, they can deal with it. Because that Spirit of God on them. But read that again, 16 and 14.
But the Spirit of the Lord departed from Saul.
It left him. You know what I mean? There's many people that leave the truth, and the life goes downhill. You know what I mean? It happens all the time. Read that.
And then evil spirit from the Lord.
From who?
From the Lord.
Read that again from the top.
And an evil spirit from the Lord.
So who does the spirit belong to? From what we just read, who gave Saul the spirit? An evil spirit came on Saul, and who gave it to him? Was it a demon that was roaming the earth bored? So anyone online want to answer that? I'll give you 20 seconds to answer that. Who did that evil spirit come from? No answers yet now.
Not yet.
Right, no, sorry. Answer that for me, Officer Pressure.
Yeah, basically that spirit came from the Most High, so that evil spirit.
There you go. That spirit came from the Most High. The Most High put that spirit on him. You know what I mean? He didn't say a demon jumped into him. So that spirit came from the Most High. It belonged to him. You know what I mean? If £10 from Karathia went in your pocket, if £10 from Parashah went into your account, who's £10 that belonged to you? Parashah. And this spirit came to Saul from the Most High. Meaning this spirit works for the Most High. So read that one more time now.
1 Samuel 16 and the 14th verse. But the spirit of the Lord departed from Saul, and an evil spirit from the Lord troubled him.
There you go. So the Most High took that nice spirit, you know, that spirit that everything went right, you know, his wise decisions, walked with the Most High. Most High took that from him. I put an evil one on him. And when you read, as you read on, the spirit that he put in him was an angry spirit. You know, Saul just hated David for no reason. Just couldn't stand him. And then later on, when he will come back to his senses, he'll be like, oh, David, man, you're cool, man. I love you. What's wrong? You know what I mean? And there's many people that got that spirit. There's some women out there that hate their man, just come in the house angry, throwing bars at them. And then later on, like, oh, I didn't mean that, you know, I don't know. And vice versa, there's men that do the same thing. Men that beat the woman up for no reason. When they calm down, they go, oh, you know what? I don't know what happened there. You know, I just flipped out. You know what I mean? And then tomorrow, we'll do it again and again. That's that same spirit you had. Read on.
Verse 15. And Saul's servants said unto him, behold now, an evil spirit from God.
From where?
From God.
So this wasn't no mystery. Today it's a mystery because we've been taught lies. But Saul's servant, his own servant said, yo, Saul, an evil spirit from the Most High. Even the servant knew. So this wasn't no mystery back then. Because the servant knew also. We don't know today because we've been lied to. We was carried on carbon slave ships, indoctrinated. 2016, you got the TV coming, the radio coming, the wars are just Christian. Everyone's just pumping Christianity in your ears, so you don't know the truth. But even at this time, before Christianity, before slavery, our people knew this. His servant said, Saul, an evil spirit from the Lord, read.
Troubleth thee.
So even he knew as well. Drop that then. Anyway. Give me Job 1:1.
I got a question online as well.
Okay.
A brother called Uriah Judah asked, how did the 10 tribes get to America?
Okay. Second address is
17 and 39.
Second Okay, so what I'm gonna say first is to the brother, we got a lecture which is on our channel, you know what I mean, called the Hispanics Are the Real Israelites. There's information on there also if you want further information, but I'll give you a brief one because we got a class right about now. But if you go onto our channel, it's called Native Indians and Hispanics Are the Real Israelites, and it shows how they got to America, the journey they took, how the land Asareth is the same land that Christopher Columbus called America. It shows Christopher Columbus' memoirs, seeing how when he went there, the natives, they were the lost sheep of the house of Israel, how they spoke Hebrew, how they had fringes. So you can go in there also if you want further edification. But second Ezra 16 and
13 and 39.
Right, read it for me.
Right, and whereas thou sawest that he gathered another peaceable multitude unto him, those are the 10 tribes.
Those are the 10 tribes, which are the other tribes, not the 3 tribes that you see in the book of Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. The ones that stayed. These are the other 10 tribes, read.
Which were carried away prisoners out of their own land in the time of Hosea the king.
So he was carried away captive. You know, if you read the book of Kings and the book of Kings and Chronicles, we went slavery many times. Read Assyrian. The 10 tribes was Assyrian, isn't it? Yeah, Assyrian. Where Judah was the Babylonians, Medo-Persia. But the 10 tribes was carried away captive by the Assyrians. Read.
Whom Salmanassar, king of Assyria, led away captive.
Read.
And he carried them over the waters, and so came they into another land.
So this what happened. They left that land of their captivity, and they're going to go to another land. We're going to read on. Read.
But they took this counsel among themselves.
So when they traveled to the new land, they took a counsel among themselves. Counsel means advice. They took advice amongst themselves. Just like when you see in the British or from the States. His brother.
From America.
America. Just like you see, I don't know how they do it in America, but in England we got something called the House of Parliament, where all the whole of Britain, all the heads, the chief people in Britain will be in the House of Parliament, and they're discussing how they're going to further the country, how they're going to better it. This is what the 10 tribes did. You know, all the chief men came together and they took counsel among themselves. Read.
That they would leave the multitude of the heathen.
So they leave the heathen, they leave the Assyrians, go into their own land, you know, start celebrating Christmas, keep fringes, do all the laws that are documented in the Bible. Read.
And go forth into a further country.
And they said, what they're going to do, they're going to leave this country and go to another country. Read.
Where never mankind dwelt.
And if they said they're going to leave the country of the Assyrians and go to another country where mankind never dwelt. Now, if you do any history, when it comes to America or the Caribbean islands, there's no history that can say who was there before the Iraq Indians, before the Caribbean Indians, before the Taino Indians, before the Aztecs, Native Americans. That's because mankind didn't dwell there. We done?
That they might keep their statues,
Really?
which they never kept in their own land.
So they left these lands and stopped celebrating Christmas, stopped eating pork. They went to a land where mankind never dwelt, but they can dwell amongst each other and keep their statues. Just like what the so-called Jewish man did in 1948. You know what I mean? All these people came back, went back to their land, so-called, where they can be around their brothers. You know what I mean? But they can keep them for the Shabbat.
Yeah.
Keep their Passover. You know what I mean? That's what we did. We done.
And they entered into the Euphrates.
And that's what they did. They got boats and they entered into the Euphrates. We done.
By a narrow place of the river.
Read.
For the Most High then showed them signs for them.
So the Most High showed them signs, which direction to go. You know what I mean? When to sail off, you know, when to not sail. He showed signs. The Most High wanted them to go to America. He guided their footsteps. Read.
And how still the flood.
And the Most High how still the waves, the warring rate, the waves, so that they don't get shipwrecked, so that their boats don't tip over. He how still the flood. Read.
Till they were passed over.
Until they were passed over, then the waves started rolling again. The Most High pulled it back so that they don't die. Read.
For through that country there was a great way to go.
So it's for Syria, through the Euphrates, all the way to the Americas and the Caribbean islands. It was a long way to go. Read.
Namely of a year and a half.
Maybe about a year, kind of like a year and a half. That's how long it would take on a boat. Read.
And the same region is called I.S.U.P.K.
And that same region, that land which they went to, migrated to, is called I.S.U.P.K, which means Aratazan means land. I think I.S.U.P.K means unknown land. And if you read Christopher Columbus' memoirs, Christopher Columbus read this book, and he called I.S.U.P.K America. You go in a Jewish encyclopedia, you say I.S.U.P.K, known to Christopher Columbus as America. You know what I mean? That's correct.
That's correct.
So that answers your question. But any more information, go on our channel. We go into it deeper. But yeah, Job 101.
The book of Job, chapter 1 and verse 1. There was a man in the land of Uz.
So the man in the land of Uz. Uz is the land where I believe, I think later on in the Bible, I think Eden dwelt there or something like that. But at this time, Eden didn't dwell there. But the man in the land of Uz, read.
Whose name was Job.
And this man's name was Job, read.
And that man was perfect and upright.
So people say you can't be perfect. According to the Bible, it said Job was perfect and upright. You know what I mean? He didn't celebrate Christmas. He didn't eat pork. He didn't have sex with whores. This man was upright, read.
And one that feared God.
And to fear God is to keep this law, statutes, and commandments. I believe that's in Deuteronomy.
That's right.
He feared the Most High, read.
And eschewed evil.
And to eschew means to like reject. He rejected evil. You know what I mean? Someone comes to him with some witchcraft or some weed. Like, nah, man, I'm not handling that. Someone come to some whore tries to seduce him and bend over slowly. Like, nah, man. You know what I mean? He has shoot evil. Right, give me chapter 2. So the man who's upright named Job was setting the scene. So while Job's doing his thing, in the heavens, there's a council. We're going to see what happens in that council. Read.
Job chapter 2 and verse 1. And there was a day when the sons of God came to present themselves before the Lord, and Satan came also among them.
So the day when the angels present themselves for the Most High, the angels are out there working. You know what I mean? They go out there and they come up to the Most High. They're like, yo, God, so and so still on coke, you know. God, like, okay, cool. Give me some time. They give their report back to the Most High. They come back and they be like, you know, GEN.YAHANNA's doing good. You know what I mean? Put down, blah blah blah, doing good. Most High, good. You know what I mean? Sometimes the Most High might send them back, say, yo, kill him. He's wicked. Sometimes he might give him some time. It just depends. So these angels came to present themselves, giving their what's it called? Report. And Satan got a report also. You know, he also was up and down in the earth looking at people. Read.
And Satan came also among them.
And Satan was there also. You know what I mean? Read on.
To present himself.
To what?
To present himself before the Lord.
But I thought Satan could do what he wants. I thought he kicked out. Now he's free. Most I can't control him. He does his own thing. So why does he present himself here? You know what I mean? Because Satan works for the Most High. Satan has to present himself. Satan ain't free. Here, I thought Satan kicked out of heaven. So what's he doing in heaven here having a conversation with the Lord? Satan works for the Most High. He's a vessel. You mess around, the Lord will set Satan on you. But Satan, go get him. Satan don't have his own mind. Satan ain't running free. Satan ain't got a mind of his own. Satan works for the Most High. And just like how everybody else has to present himself to God, Satan has to present himself also. Satan don't have a mind of his own. He can't do what he wants. Read on.
Verse 2. And the Lord said unto Satan.
So they're having a conversation here. You know what I mean? Satan like, oh, don't talk to me. You know what I mean? You kick me out of heaven, move. Satan, you Lord talking to him, and he has to listen. The Lord says, Satan, go kill so and so. Satan says, come out of one can and goes and does it. You know what I mean? He has to go do it. Read.
From whence comest thou?
So God says, Satan, where are you coming from? You know what I mean? It's the Most High spoke to the other angels. They gave their report. So that you're 10 now. So Satan, where are you coming from? Read.
And Satan answered the Lord and said, from going to and fro in the earth.
To and fro is back and forth. It's saying I went to and fro in the earth. Read.
And from walking up and down in it.
So Satan, I thought Satan was kicked out of heaven. Satan, he goes to the earth and he goes back to the Most High and reports. Read on.
And the Lord said unto Satan, hast thou considered my servant Job?
So the Most saying, have you seen my servant Job? You know what I mean? Have you considered him? Because Satan's saying that he went up and down the earth. So God's saying, so since you've been up and down the earth, you know, what do you think about Job? You know what I mean? What's your opinion on him? Read on.
That there is none like him in the earth.
So God's saying, have you seen my servant Job? No, there's no one like him, man. And this is what happens when you're on earth doing your thing. The council in heaven. So you know what I mean? When you're just living your life, you know what I mean? The most sometimes I'll test you. You know, I like Officer Parache, you know, he's down, but let me see how down it really is. You know what I mean? Like saying, have you considered him? Well, read on.
A perfect and upright man, one that feareth God and escheweth evil.
So have you considered my servant Job? You know, good man, he rejects evil, upright man, upright. You know, my good brother, read on.
And still he holdeth fast his integrity.
Read.
Although thou movest me against him to destroy him without a cause.
There you go. So it's Satan's job. It's Satan's job to do this. This is his job. The Most saying, even though you try to provoke him and get him to go against me, saying, you know, Job is a loyal servant. Read on.
Verse 4. And Satan answered the Lord and said, skin for skin, yea, all that a man have will he give for his life.
Sorry, read that again. Sorry.
No, sir. Verse 4. And Satan answered the Lord and said, skin for skin, yea, all that a man have he will give for his life.
All right, read on.
Verse 5. But put forth thine hand now.
So what's it? Satan is asking permission. He's saying, yeah, because Job got good stuff. You know what I mean? The reason why Job's a good man, because you're blessing him. But put forth your hand. He didn't say, watch, I'm going to take away from him. He's asking God, saying, if we just put forth your hand, then we'll see how low he really is. He's asking God here. Satan not run things. Satan works for God. Having a council. Say, like when you go to the boss, your boss saying, so Cracker, how you think we're gonna get the sales up? I'm saying, to be honest, you know, that sign you got a sign ain't working, you know. What I think you should do is blah blah blah. Let me see if people come. That's Satan saying, yeah?
Right.
Satan saying what I think you should do. Let me get him. You know what I mean? I'll you know give you some buzz and so forth. And we see what going to be done.
But put forth thine hand now and touch his bone and his flesh.
And that word bone and flesh means his family. Today we call it flesh and blood. But flesh and bone means his family. And as you read that, Job lost his family, read it.
And he will curse thee to thy face.
So he's saying, yeah, well, let's try this. How about we make him poor? You know, break him down a bit, you know, we kill his family. And we'll see if he's still loyal. Read on.
Verse 6. And the Lord said unto Satan.
And the Lord did what?
The Lord said unto Satan.
Well, read on.
Behold, he is in thine hand.
So the Most High gave Satan the authority. So about what Satan was running around crazy, just provoking people and possessing people. The Most High, here you go, take him. He gave him the authority. Satan don't have no authority unless the Lord gives him. As the Bible says, everything's in the Lord's hand. You know what I mean? He creates darkness and evil and love and peace. Satan ain't running around rampant, him and his minions. So they make like Satan, the angels with him, and they're running around crazy. The Lord gave him permission. He gave him authority. Is that what your boss goes? All right, here you go. This is the key for the building. Open it up at 9. That's what he's seen here. So I can read that.
But save his life.
But what?
But save his life.
So, what's that saying here? God's saying, here you go. Do what you want to him, but don't kill him.
Right.
God's giving him an order here. Give him an order. It's like me going to you, all right, here's a key to my house. Go in the fridge, but you know, leave the microwave stuff. I'm telling you, don't touch this. So that means Satan can't kill you. He don't have the authority. Satan works for the Lord. You know, he works for him, but read on.
So went forth Satan from the presence of the Lord.
So Satan went from the presence of the Lord. Lord, like, right, I'll go now. Go to your job. You know what I mean? And that happens to all of us. You know, brothers cry when their woman leaves them, one of their kids get shot. Little did they know that before this happened, you know, when you're living your life nice, before all this happened, to the council in the heavens, you know what I mean? Saying, yo, I reckon so-and-so he'll crack, you know, if his son gets shot. And, you know, a lot of brothers do crack. Little did they know that it's all a test, and you fell for it. You know what I mean? So you got to be strong. That's all it is, man. When you're good for hard times, see it as a good thing. See it as, well, you know what I mean? This must mean that a couple months before, there's a council, the Lord wants to know if I'll break. I'm not going to break. Not that, see it as I'm special. The fact that Satan is testing me, I'm not anybody. I'm special, man. He wants to see me break. You know what I mean? He wants me to, he wants my car to break down. You know what I mean? He wants my son to be sick in hospital for a couple of months. You know, you have to break me. That's what people don't understand. And people say, oh, God, it's too much. I can't bear it. You're on me too hard, man. My woman left me and all that. One there, man. It's a test. And you really might lose it. She might go. It's a test, though. And, you know, as you know, in the book of Job, you got it back tenfold. So your brothers are worrying about one woman that might leave them. One you get 10 women that would never leave you. You know what I mean? That would never put their fingers in your face. Never put their fingers in your face and say you're worthless. And 10 women that as soon as you come to that door, man, they know you get home at what, 7, 5 to 7. If you're in the microwave, ready, man. You know what I mean? But anyway, the point I'm making is Satan can't enough at the Most High. I probably rambled on a bit much. We'll give you 1 Kings 22 and 19. We're gonna get it again. But in depth. Right, no question online now?
No. I'll type it.
I'm gonna set the scene again, yeah? So in spare time, it's good to read the Old Testament, or what man calls the Old Testament. A lot of history in there, a lot of stories that people can learn from. It's in the Bible for a reason. You know what I mean? But what you see that a lot of Christians just want to read the New Testament, and that's why they don't understand the Bible fully. Just like any book, you can't read any book from chapter 10. You got to start from chapter 1. So in the Bible, there's a king. The kingdom split, and we're the king called Ahab. And you know, this is a wicked brother, man. This brother, he made black people do idolatry, and you know, there's a brother that had a farm, and he made his wife kill off the guy so he could have the farm. So that guy was wicked, and the Most High wants him dead. Now we're gonna see what happened in the heavens. You know, just before he died, we're gonna see how the Most High wanted him dead. Read that 22 and 19, I believe.
All right. 1 Kings 22 and verse 19. And he said, hear thou therefore the word of the Lord.
So this is a prophet speaking. What happened was this wicked king wanted to go to war. So we got all his best prophets together, and all the prophets say, yeah, it's fine, man, go to war, you'll win this war. But there's one prophet that he saw the real vision, and now he's saying the vision, he's saying what he saw in the heavens, while all the other prophets say, yeah, go to war, it's fine. This real prophet, the one that the king didn't like, he saw a vision, and this is what he saw. Read on 19 again, yeah?
Yeah. And he said,
so this prophet said, read,
hear thou therefore the word of the Lord.
So he's saying, this is what the Lord saying, this is the word of the Lord. Read,
I saw the Lord sitting on his throne.
So this prophet saw a vision like a daydream or something.
Yeah,
like a daydream. He saw the Lord sitting on his throne. Read,
and all the host of heaven standing by him on his right hand and on his left.
And the host is an army. See, the Most High is an army. You know what I mean? They make it like the Lord don't deal with war. So an army around the Most High on his right and his left, all around him. All the angels. Read,
and on his left. And the Lord said, who shall persuade Ahab?
So the Lord saying, have you counsel here? He said, right, but I want Ahab dead, so that he might die. Read that.
That he may go up and for all
and fall means to die. So if you want to persuade Ahab that he might go up and fall, read,
at Ramoth Gilead.
So the Most High having a council with all the hosts, left side, right side, saying, so which one of you angels wants to, you know, who has the best idea of how this man is gonna die? This wicked man that makes black people celebrate Easter, Christmas, the same man that built 2 cars in the land of Israel and made our people worship there. Read.
And one said on this Anna.
So one angel said, I think we should do it this way. Read.
And another said on that Anna.
Another angel said, I think we should do it this way. You know, everyone's getting their voice and everyone's getting heard. You know what I mean? Just like any council, everyone has their ideas, and the best idea gets chosen. Read.
Verse 21. And there came forth a spirit.
And the what?
And there came forth a spirit.
And it came forth this one spirit. You know what I mean? Just like Satan. You know what I mean? Just like them wicked angels you read about in Deuteronomy, in Psalms. Spirit, read.
And stood before the Lord.
And this one stood before the Lord. Read.
And said, I will persuade him.
And this person, I will do it. I will persuade him. I got an idea. Hear me out. Read.
And the Lord said unto him, wherewith?
So the Lord said, so how are you going to do this? You know what I mean? So, you know, what's your plan? Read.
And he said, and I will be a lion spirit in the mouth of all his prophets.
And that's why all his prophets said, should go. The other prophets, they're the vision saying, yeah, man, you should go. The Lord said you're going to win. That's because this spirit lied to them. He trapped him. So you will learn about this Most High in church. The Most High has wicked spirits. You know what I mean? He has them. They're not kicked out of heaven. They didn't rebel against him. You know what I mean? They didn't say, well, how did it go? I'm not going to bow down to Adam, so I'm going to... Such a lie, man. It's nowhere in the Bible. He uses them. They work for him. There's employees. Like any business. Like if you work at McDonald's, you think the man of McDonald's just got people that flip burgers. That's what they got. No, he got accountants. What else he got? He got people that do the wages. Executive people that do the finances, the ordering, how much the meat's gonna be, the electric's gonna be. And the most of the same, you think he governs this whole world with his love and good angels. You know what I mean? They got angels that put down for a reason, bring a mess around, they're gonna come get you. Read.
And he said, thou shalt persuade him.
So the most I like the idea, he goes, oh, that's a good idea, you know. You know what? You go do it, you shall persuade him. Read.
And prevail also.
And you're gonna prevail. Prevail means to win or to succeed. And you gotta do this. And what happened? Just showing that these spirits that these Christians talk about, you know, the work for them. I know it's not, what's the word? It's not fascinating. You know, you're rather that movie thing. You know, with the good guy was good. You know, his name was Lucifer. He switched, turned back. But you know, according to the Bible, that's just not. You know, it's not. No, it is. This is order in heaven. Have a council, just like any organization. Britain itself has a council in the House of Parliament. If you work for any job, every quarter you have a staff meeting. The law got one here as well. And you got different people that do different things. Any organization, you got the cleaners. You know what I mean? You got people at the top, the CEO, executive, the finance, and the law got the same. You got spirits that will kill you. So, ask any questions.
Yeah, the question and the same brother again asked if you can have a breakdown on the bar Jesus explanation in Acts 13 and 6.
Oh, I say in the 6, yeah?
Right.
When you get the let me know, yeah.
Right. The book of Acts 13 and 6. And when they had gone through the isles of Paphos, they found a certain sorcerer.
So the sorcerer here, if you read on, he was in the truth for a while, and yeah, he met some brothers that knew about Christ, started learning from them. Then he must have saw Peter, got jealous of the spirit that Peter had, and tried to buy it. You know what I mean? So the brother did the truth for a second and left. Read.
A Jew whose name was Bar Jesus.
Okay, so just 1 second. Right, so let me get the short words to prove it. That's what 13.
13 and 6.
Okay, so originally this guy was a sorcerer, and he learned about the truth for a bit, was in there for a bit and left again. And his name was Bar Jesus. Now, the word Bar means son. So this guy, his father's name was Jesus or Yahushua. That's what it means. His name was Bar Jesus. What's his name? Sorry.
Bar Jesus.
His name was Simon.
Yeah.
1 second. His name was son of Jesus. The word Bar just means son of. So it's, you know what I mean, it's called son of Jesus. That's the name, son of Yahushua. So they got Ban Yamyan. In the Hebrew it's Ban. In the Greek it's Bar. Like, so Ban Yamyan means son of the right. But this man, his name is Bar Jesus, means son of Yahushua. Just like, if you go on Facebook, there's some Israelites called Ban Lawyer and stuff. That's their name, son of Levi. This man is called Bar Yahushua in Hebrew, which means son of Jesus. So his father's name must be called Jesus. His name is called son of Jesus. In today's term, that would be called, his name would be called Caesar. His name would be called Jesus Jr. In today's term. But back then, his name was called Bar Jesus. His father called Jesus. He's called son of Jesus. That would be Jesus Jr. today.
Yeah.
So his name was called Ban Yahushua. Jesus was a common name at the time. Many people had that name. The person that wrote Sirach, his father's name was Jesus, Joshua. Yeah, Joshua in the Old Testament, Yahushua. Yeah, people make out that Jesus was the only one with that name. That's a lie. There's many people with that name, you know what I mean? Just like there's many people with Michael Jordan. There's many Michael Jordans out there, but there's one Michael Jordan that when you hear his name, you go, oh, him. There's many Yahushais out there, but there's that one Yahushai that when you hear his name, you go, that's the one. You know what I mean? That's why no one didn't respect Yahushai. The Pharisees were like, who him? Joseph's son. Now, if he has some special kind of name that was out of the ordinary, it was him, but he was a regular guy. His brothers called Judah, Jonah, all of them had regular names. His dad was called Joseph, just like Joseph in the Old Testament. They all had the same names. If you read in the Bible also in Acts, the angel called Peter, called Simon Bar Jonah.
That's right.
Simon Bar Jonah, meaning Simon, the son of Jonah. His dad's name was Jonah. So saying Simon Bar Jonah. You can read the New Testament, get Strong Concordance, type it in, it will tell you. Many times in the New Testament, you say, it's Simon Bar Jonah. I swear his name is Jonah.
Jonas.
Yeah, you say Simon Bar Jonah, means Simon, the son of Jonah. That's all it means, the son of. But does that answer the question?
Yeah, that should be it.
Okay. All right, Khan. Give me Amos 3 and 6.
The book of Amos, chapter 3 and verse 6. Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid?
So in ancient times, what you would do is there'll be a man in a watchtower, and he'll look out, and he'll see like troops coming towards the city, and he'll blow the horn. And what will happen? You know, you're in your bed in the city, you hear the horn, so you know trouble's coming, so you get afraid, you get your kids together, just like World War II. They'll hear the horn, they'll run in the cellar and stuff. So it's saying, shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not afraid? Read.
Shall there be evil in a city?
So can bad things happen? Even black people get thrown off ships, fed to alligators. You know, people say that our slaves are in the Bible. So I'm saying, can evil like this so great happen? Read on.
And the Lord have not done it.
So people say slavery in the Bible. The Lord got nothing to do anything evil. Got nothing to do with the Lord. It was man. The Lord didn't do it. He's saying the evil will be done, and the Lord have not done it. Can 99 million black people get taken from the shores of Africa, brought to America to be cut and caned, be oppressed, whipped, castrated, and the Lord haven't done it? Right. The Lord knows everything. So how are you going to tell me slavery in the Bible? You tell me about God's all-knowing, knows everything, but God don't know about the greatest, atrocity that ever happened to black people. So like,
I got a question online. Trooper has adapted. Salakia, I've heard if somebody uses your kitchen to make unclean food, you need to check out the plates and the cutlery. Is this true?
That's correct. I think I won't go into it now for time's sake. Things that are metal, like pots and pans, you can wash them off. But things like is it earthen? I'm not sure plates are made out of earth. I'll get back to you. Well, in ancient times, plates were made out of earth and modern stuff. So the earthen vessels, which are like plates, pots. I'm not sure about today. I think today the ceramic, so you make and wash them. But yeah, back then the earthen vessels, the plates, the pots, they would have to be broken. That is true. Yeah, and you can find that in Deuteronomy. Which favorite chapter you was in that one?
Leviticus 11 and
Leviticus 11. Yeah, that's the one.
Deuteronomy in the 14th chapter.
That's the one. All right, give me Isaiah 14 and 12.
Isaiah, the 14th chapter and 12th verse. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Isupk?
Well, that's the scripture there. That's that one, man. That's that scripture we go. See, Satan was cast out of heaven. He said it here. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer? You know what I mean? Not knowing what it's talking about. But who said Lucifer was Satan? You know what I mean? His name was Satan. That's an object. So why is his name Lucifer now? You know what I mean? Because that's what Christianity taught you. The pastors taught you that. No one checked for himself and found out who Lucifer was. People took it on board. The story apparently was that Satan's name was originally called Lucifer. Got kicked out of heaven, now his name's Satan. But where's that? Was that in the Bible? You don't read about that? So why are you teaching it? Again? Read that again.
Verse 12. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer?
There you go. So alright. We're gonna tell you what it means to fall from heaven. Give me Lamentations 2 and 1. But this is what it means to fall from heaven. See, the Bible's a black man's book. You know what I mean? I know through Christianity, they teach you that to read the Bible, to be godly, you have to be more white. You have to speak correctly. You have to, speak fluent English. Use commas and punctuation marks. Back straight, suit and tie. That's why in the church they always wear suit and ties. You dare go to the church some baggy jeans and suit or a tracksuit, man. You see what happens? Because we've been taught to be godly is to be white. Not knowing that the people that wrote this Bible were black people, and black people speak slang. And to fall from heaven, like when people say, I'm living in heaven right now, it means to be on top. That's what it means to be in heaven. I'm going to prove it in the Bible. To fall from heaven means to go from ruling, to go from having gold and riches to be at the bottom, to go from having your own land to being on the bottom, a nation of your own with resources, gold, an army, to being at the bottom with no army, living in Aston, Brixton, Peckham. That's what it means to fall from heaven. That's slang. Because the same people that speak slang today are the same people that wrote these records. And obviously, I'm a black man from Aston, you won't believe me. So I have to prove the scriptures, you know what I mean? Right. Give me Lamentations 2. Let me get this. Well, Lamentations 2 and 1.
Lamentations 2 and 1. How have the Lord covered the daughter of Zion with a cloud in his anger?
And this is Jeremiah speaking. Jeremiah wrote the book of Lamentations, and he said, how has the Lord covered the daughter of Zion? That's us, the blacks and Hispanics, the Israelites. How has the Lord covered us with his anger? The Lord's mad at us. He asks us a question. He's saying, why are we living in Aston? Why are we living in the Bronx, in Kingston, in Haiti, in Puerto Rico on the bottom? How can the Most High angry with us? Why has he brought us back to the bottom? He's asking a question, read.
And cast down from heaven.
And does what?
And cast down from heaven.
And the Most High cast us down from heaven, read.
Unto the earth, the beauty of Israel.
There you go. So the Most High cast Israel down from heaven. Now you read this Bible from Genesis. When was we ever in heaven? You know what I mean? When was we ever on a white cloud? Never. What it means is, how did we go from ruling in the time of King David having our own land, our own resources, our own language, to being at the bottom, to being in Brixton, like in our back pocket, talking about I'm a gang member. How did we go from having women that were nice women that served their men? That was, the Bible says the black woman was a tender at one point, kind and loving. How did we go from that to having Nicki Minaj doing the splits, daggering in one of these Jamaican white affairs, in white affairs, in Wednesday Wednesdays, from being whining on top of your head? How did that happen? How did we go from being having righteous men that would never sleep with your wife? That if your wife came to me and go, listen, your husband cover up. How did we go from having men like that to having pimps that put women on the street corners, that have women twerking on rap videos? How did we go from being on the top to being on the bottom? That's what it means by being cast down from heaven. Read that again.
Lamentations 2:1. How have the Lord covered the daughter of Zion with a cloud in his anger?
And the Lord's angry with us. All you got is look in the ghetto, look at the drug rate, the murder rate, the graveyard, the prison system. We're covered in the Lord's anger. Angry with us. We fill out the prison. We fill out the AIDS ward. We're #1 in diabetes, heart disease, sickle cell. They say only black people and ethnics get sickle cell. The most accurate disease for black people alone. You know what I mean? Who's the one who they find on the news dead with a needle in his vein? Who's the one who dies of drug overdoses? You know what I mean? Who's the one who finds in the alley died of a backyard abortion or something like that?
Yeah, backyard abortion.
You don't see Chinese people dying like that by high numbers, but black people all over the world. We done?
And cast down from heaven.
And the most I cast us down from heaven, man. There was a time when we was living good. You read about King Solomon, King David, how people came from far all over the world to hear his dark sayings, to take gold from him. People make peace with him. We're the other nations in tribute to us. Other nations will pay us tax. You know how Haiti got paid the French tax? That was us one time. Other nations paid us tax. The Queen of Sheba came all the way from her country just to hear Solomon's wise words, just to hear his wise words. That's how with the reputation. When Joshua went to Jericho, he asked the woman, "Have you heard about us?" Like, "Yeah, man, we heard about you. You're the one who God took down the Egyptians." It was fear. And look at us now. Who fears blacks and Hispanics now? No one. They please kill black people and they don't even give us an apology. No one respects us. People say 50 Cent must have made fun out of a dyslexic guy. Had to apologize. Else his career couldn't go no further. Meanwhile, the girl from Girls Aloud, she beat up one African girl called a nigger going out.
You're one of those groups.
Anyway, and called a nigger, and nothing came out of it. That Godfather movie, they called us niggers, and for a week, as usual, it died down. No one did apologize, because no one respects black people. We're at the bottom. We're cast down from heaven. So give back to Isaiah 14.
Isaiah 14:12.
All right, well, see, your pastor will start at verse 12 and say, "See, Satan cast from heaven." But let's read from verse 1. Like just like any book, you start at verse 1. That's where you're supposed to start, and that's how you get the full understanding. Give me verse 1.
Isaiah 14:1. For the Lord will have on Jacob.
And we're Jacob. Jacob's name will change to Israel, which we are. We're the sons of Jacob. And the Lord will have mercy on us, even though we're dying on the bottom, even though you see brothers with their brains blown out, even though you see sisters dying of back alley abortions. The Lord will have mercy on us. And at the time coming, when a gang member wouldn't be heard of in our neighborhoods. The cocaine, man, be like, "What's cocaine?" You know what I mean? The Lord will have mercy on us. We done?
And will yet choose Israel.
And the Lord's gonna again choose us again. The same way how he's dealing with us kind of rough right now. The time coming when the Lord's gonna choose us again. We done?
And set them in their own land.
And we're gonna be in our own land. At the moment, we're in Portugal, we're in Spain, we're in Haiti, we're in Jamaica, Guadeloupe, France. But the most are gonna set us up in our own land. We have a land of our own, and a language of our own, and the time's coming when the Lord will set us in our own land. Read.
And the strangers shall be joined with them.
And the strangers of the other nations, they're going to be joined with us. In marriage, read.
And they shall cleave to the house of Jacob.
And the strangers are going to cleave to us. The same way they're cleaving to us now. We turn our hat backwards, they turn their hat backwards. But the time's coming when they're going to cleave unto us. Read.
Verse 2. And the people shall take them.
Are we going to take them? Read.
And bring them to their place.
We're going to bring them to their place. And that place is captivity. The same way they had us in slavery, made us work. We're going to make them work. You know, if we got a kingdom, you know what I mean? And as Gen.YAHANNA said, there's only one way to get bread. You know what I mean? You like bread, there's only one way to get it. You know what I mean? You like corn, there's only one way to get it. You know what I mean? And I ain't picking no, but you're gonna pick some wheat. I ain't picking no wheat.
I'm tired already.
I'm sorry, man. I ain't doing it again. But yeah, read on.
And the house of shall possess them.
Are we gonna possess them the same way how you possess your car and your horse? We're gonna have slaves the same way they worked us. Read.
In the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids.
For servants and handmaids, read on.
And they shall take them captives, whose captives they were.
And we were their captives. The time's coming when sin flip. They're gonna be our captives. Read.
And they shall rule over their oppressors. And
the same man that oppresses us, we're gonna rule over him. That's the context of this whole chapter. Us will over our oppressors. Now, who's the modern day oppressor of the black man? You know what I mean? I know it might hurt some feelings online, you know, but who is the modern day oppressor of the black man? Who shot Mark Duggan dead in the streets? Who gives black people minimum wage? Who put drugs in our neighborhood that locks us up for selling them same drugs that he put there? Who locks up drug dealers, takes the coke off him, then puts it back on the street? You know what I mean? Who said being black is ugly? Here, put on this blonde wig, that's pretty. Who oppresses black people?
Yo, also, they said, you know, black people don't work hard, but there was even a show about it where white people on benefits, their benefits is much more than what any black person would get.
Right.
They're on benefits going on holiday, have like 3 cars in a nice house.
Damn right. I went to college with a white boy from a nice area, and he said that the government paid for his course and they paid for him to take his driving test also. I was like, oh, what do you get? You know what I mean? We're lucky to get those. They send us on voluntary courses and stuff. Meanwhile, he got some nice benefits for we learned. So far, the whole content of this chapter is over our oppressor. Nothing to do with an angel falling from heaven. You know what I mean? That would be out of context. Scriptures don't jump like that. But read on.
Verse 3, and it shall come to pass in the day that the Lord shall give thee rest from thy arrow.
So the days coming where we're gonna have rest from this oppressor. No more 9 to 5s, no more dead end jobs, no more, you know what, you're on the door for too long. You do voluntary work now. You know, no more we're gonna cut off your benefit money because you've on the door too long. No more what's called job search. None of that, man. They're gonna rest from these oppressors. Read on.
And from thy ear and from thy hard bondage.
You know, hard bondage, man. No more. It's wake in the morning and work a dead end job and do it all again tomorrow. Your boss talking about what time did you call this? You know what I mean? Some man who eats pork and you know what I mean, whose wife got him sleep on the sofa, telling you what time did you call this? Hard bondage. Read on.
Wherein thou was made to serve.
Read on.
Verse 4, thou shalt take up this proverb.
Are we gonna take up a proverb? This is a proverb is like a known saying. Like give me a known saying. Like they say
white men can't jump.
Like white men can't jump. So it's a saying, or they say the black man's lazy. A proverb is this wise saying. Read on.
Against the king of Babylon.
And the king of Babylon. This ain't ancient Babylon. Isaiah wasn't born in ancient Babylon. So he can't be talking about ancient Babylon. This Babylon is today. Babylon means confusion. And who's more confusing than America? The old Babylon, they built a tower and had all nations living there. America today got all nations living in America. The old Babylon, you could worship what you want. What is the First Amendment of America today? The freedom of religion. The old Babylon, you can have abortions. What does America say today? This is the new Babylon, and the white man is the oppressor. Read.
The Babylon, and say, how have the oppressor ceased?
That's the proverb that we're gonna say. We're gonna say, how has the oppressor ceased? Like, woof. You know what I mean? Like, yo, this man on our back. This man's locked us in prison, give us 13 years, chase us down with a truncheon. They still have truncheons for the baton now.
They have a baton.
The days coming where we're gonna be like, bro, how does this man cease? You know what I mean? The days coming where one of our kids gonna see a white man and like, Dad, this man had you in slavery. I can't see it. I'm like, yeah, son, this man beat me with a truncheon one time. You know, this man used to cut off my benefits, talking about I'm gonna do some voluntary work. Probably gonna take up. That's the proverb we're gonna take up against this man. We're gonna say, yo, how has this man ceased? Read on.
And the golden city ceased.
And the golden city, People look at America like people from all over the world want to immigrate, want to migrate to America. You know what I mean? All over the world, all they have is Hollywood movies. All over the world, people speak English. People think America's the golden city. People go there for a better life. That's the golden city. Ain't no one want to come to England. You know what I mean? People that come to England, but everyone wants to be. If everyone could choose to go to America, they think America's about Hollywood, New York, the big buildings. You know what I mean? You can be president over there. You can be certain. You can be a movie star, actress. That's the golden city. We done.
Have broken the staff of the wicked.
And this is the problem. What we're gonna say? Against the Lord and broken the staff of the wicked. The same wicked man that got us in slavery. Our staff is like a walking stick for support. The most are gonna break that. You take away a walking stick from an old man, he can't walk. That's what's gonna happen. The most are gonna bring this man down. We done?
And the scepter of the and the scepters of the rulers.
So the same white man that rules in his golden city, he ain't gonna rule no more. Except a stick that a king has, it's a golden stick. Like you see them pimps, like on the Majesty video, that golden stick. You see what's his name?
Down one.
Yeah, them golden sticks. The most gonna take that rulership away from him. We're getting it next. We done?
He who smote the people in wrath.
And this man smote the people in wrath. You know what I mean? This man, he makes up laws to oppress black people. This is the content of the scripture, not talking about no demon. And as we read on, it's gonna tie in all easily. It's not gonna jump. It's gonna be all in context. This man strokes us in the wrath. This man makes laws saying how in certain states in America you can't have your trousers too low or otherwise they lock you up. You know what I mean? Everything black people like to do, he finds us. Black people like to drive fast, so he goes, you know what, it's a 30 mile per hour speed limit. You know what I mean? He oppresses us. We have dog fights. He locks us up, puts us in prison. Meanwhile, they have rodeo shows. They have horse racing. And put money on the horse. You go to a bookie right now, put money on the horse. And how do you think them horses run? To beat them. You see them beating the horse. Meanwhile, a black man can't have a dog fight, which is wrong. People fights are wrong. But if you're going to be fair, be fair. This man, it whips us with sore strokes. It's like you're saying.
You also like rich white people in the UK. They have a box hunt.
Exactly.
And it was banned, and they didn't care, and they carry on doing it too.
And they recently just banned fox hunting. Recently. Wait a minute, we done.
He smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke. He that ruled the nations.
And this white man rules the nations. This is the context of the scripture. He rules the nations. He went to Iraq and said, listen, we want the oil. You know what I mean? This man comes to your country and listen, we want to push democracy. He comes to your country, let the white man in your country, before you know it, you got prostitutes over there. The people, he'll go to a Muslim country and in 10 years, the people of that country saying, you know what, we want freedom. We want to leave our husbands now. He changes it. He went to South Africa, put apartheid on the people, made them prisoner in their own country. This man rules over the nations, read.
In anger, is persecuted, and none hindereth.
There you go. To the days coming where he's going to be persecuted. The same man that ruled the nations, he's going to be persecuted, and none hindereth means stops. None going to stop him. We done?
The whole earth is at rest.
And when this happens, the whole earth is going to be at rest. You know what I mean? The deer can chill because there's no man doing deer hunting. You know what I mean? What else? All the cows can chill because we're going to kill cows in moderation and eat them as we please. We're not going to wipe out tens of thousands of cows so we can fund McDonald's and Burger King. You know what I mean? The earth's going to be at rest. No more armies fighting because he wants our oil, which is on our land. At rest. We done?
And is quiet. They break forth into singing. Yea, the fir trees rejoice.
So even the trees are gonna be happy when this man's down. You know what I mean? This man, he wipes out acres of land in the rainforest just so he can make companies that produce paper, blocks and blocks of paper. But back in the day, we cut one tree down, use it. A couple months later, cut another tree down. This man clears it down. We can't grow trees fast enough. Trees take thousands of years to grow. There's gonna be no tree. This man's crazy. So you say even the trees are gonna be happy when this man's brought down.
Yeah, just off the back of that, they say for everyone they cut down, they grow one back. Do you know how tall that original one was? So for it to grow back takes at least a good 60 years. So
more?
You're cutting more than
60 years.
You're cutting more than what you're growing.
Some of these trees are thousands of years old. So you can plant 10 of them. It won't grow fast enough in time. Alright, give me verse 10.
Verse 10. All they that speak and say unto thee, art thou also become weak as we?
So all the nations one day gonna see him and go, right, just like us. This is the man that had the atomic bomb, the best army on the earth. It's just like one of us. He ain't strong no more. Read on.
Art thou become like unto us?
Just like us. You're low now, you know what I mean? This is the man that had the atomic bomb, the nuclear bomb. The days come when he's gonna be just like them. The other nations gonna be like, oh, he ain't big no more, he ain't Superman. You know what I mean? He ain't that powerful great white man who he used to be. Read.
Thy pomp is brought down to the grave.
Pomp means pride. So your pride is brought down. This God bless America. God bless the Queen. The national anthem for England is God Save the Queen. This man's proudful. You know what I mean? In America, they say God bless America. Not the whole world. America. This is the greatest country on the earth. You know, the Union Jack. Great Britain. You know what I mean? His pride can be brought down low. Read.
And the oils of thy idols, the worm is spread under thee, and the worms cover thee.
Now this is verse 12 now. Look how it, pay attention to how it fits in with what I was breaking down in the verse above. It's not talking about demons, angels. Look how it fits in. Read.
How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer?
There you go. It said that everyone's going to say to this man, you're just like us. You're going to be brought down one day, no more war. And the nations are going to say what?
How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer?
Remember we said heaven is rulership, living good. Everyone's going to say to this man, how are you brought down so low, O Lucifer? Lucifer means light bearer. This is the man that brings light to the world. Everyone looks to this man. When there's a problem, the UN go to this man. This man, he's the one that loans to countries. He's the one that you want on your side. This is a war. And the nation is going to say, how are you brought down from heaven? How did you go from having that nice flag, that nice army, you know what I mean, them fighter jets? How were you brought down from heaven, or Lisa, have you done?
Son of the awning, how art thou cut down to the ground?
And I say, how are you cut from the ground? Just yesterday, you had a great country. Just to get in the country, you had to have an optical scan, and you know what I mean? You had that, you know what I mean? You had the best technology, that good forensic evidence. You had that, you know what I mean? A lot of countries don't have forensic evidence. You know what I mean? Your country was nice. How were you brought down? You know what I mean? The time's coming where Lord's going to take it away from him. Say, how were you brought down? How will you go from winning at the top to be at the bottom? Read.
Which didst weaken the nations.
Which is what?
Which did weaken the nations.
So all the Christians that say this talking about Satan cast from heaven, when did Satan weaken any nations? Apparently Satan was cast out in the beginning, before nations were made. When did Satan weaken any nations? But there is a man that did weaken nations. There is a man that went into Saddam Hussein's country and turned it against him. There's a man that went into Bin Laden's country and killed him. The man that went into Gaddafi's country and killed him. The man that goes to people's country and takes the oil. There's a man that does weaken nations. There's a man that goes to your country and says, you can't have these weapons, but we can have them though. The man that put sanctions on your country and said, you know what, you can't sell this. The man that went to Jamaica and said, Jamaica, you can't sell bananas no more. Cuba can sell it. Now Jamaicans can't sell bananas on the world market. There is a man that weakens nations, and he ain't no demon. You show me in the Bible where a demon weakens nations. You done?
Verse 13. Said in thine heart.
And this man, this Lucifer, said in his heart, he said in his mind, read.
I will ascend into heaven.
So he went, what? You tell me when Satan said this in his heart. But there is a man that did say this. There is a man that in 1969 went to the moon and put a flag on the moon and said the eagle has landed. There is a man that did ascend into heaven. Read on.
I will exalt my throne above the stars of God.
And there is a man that went into heaven and put the flag on the moon. Read.
Sit upon the mount of the sides. It's like I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation.
And the congregation of blacks and Hispanics. We are the congregation of the Lord. And who's sitting on black people? Who's sitting on black people? Read it again.
I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation. Read. In the sides of the north.
In the sides of the north, which is known as North America. Who sits on blacks and Hispanics in North America? Who got their foot on our neck? Who oppresses us? But there is a man that does sit on the congregation in the sides of the north, which is North America, and that's the white man. Read on.
I will ascend above the heights of the clouds.
And who does airplane travel? Ascending in the clouds. The clouds is below. First it's in the stars, that's space. Now it's in the clouds, which is the sky. who travels in the sky? You know what I mean? When you book your Thomas Cook and Butlins, whatever, you know, who invented this airplane travel? It sure wasn't Satan. We done?
I will be like the Most High.
And who wants to be like the Most High? According to the Bible, Christ is black. Who painted him white? White people did. Who made the Sistine Chapel? I said God's white. Who makes all these naked pornographic images with little babies, white babies, mind you, with rings on, naked, white people? Because they said they're gonna be like God. Who clones meat and tries to play God? You know, who makes clone babies? Who wants to be like God? Show it black people. Ain't Ethiopian. You know, ain't Indian man.
Right.
And there ain't no demon called Satan either. The white man. And that's how you break down the scripture. But we done?
Verse 15. Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell.
Yet this man's gonna be brought down. Hell means the grave. It's gonna be brought down. The time's coming where a Gen.YAHANNA says, you know what I mean? Command Gen.YAHANNA that the only place you're gonna see a white man is in a wax museum.
Right.
You're gonna be brought down low. You know what I mean? Your kids are gonna say, Dad, this the same way we look at the Egyptians and we see the Egyptians with dirt on their face or mud on their face. And we say to ourselves, rah, these men had Moses in slavery. The same way you look at the white man one day and say, this man here, they chase you around the hood with the sirens. You know what I mean? And we done.
To the sides of the pit, they that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee.
So they that see Lucifer, who everyone thinks is Satan, shall narrowly look upon him. To narrowly look upon someone, to look at someone with suspicion. Like, read.
And consider thee, saying, is this the man?
Is this the what?
Is this the man?
Is this the man? Not the spiritual demon, not this demon that's in heaven who works for the Most High. Is this the man? Read.
That made the earth to tremble.
There you go. Now you tell me when Satan ever made the earth tremble? Ever? But it is a man that makes the earth tremble. The man that would drop a nuclear bomb on Hiroshima and Nagasaki and make the earth shake. The man that did do that, and he wasn't no spiritual demon. Read.
That did shake kingdoms.
That did what?
That did shake
And this
kingdoms.
man shook kingdoms. You have a bomb. Ask about World War II. When a bomb drops on your road, the road shakes like an earthquake. Satan never did that. Never. Apparently, when Satan so-called fell from heaven, so they say, there was no kingdoms around. They say that Satan got vexed with Adam and blah blah blah. You know what I mean? What kingdom? This Lucifer shakes kingdoms. This is the white man. We done?
The 17th verse, that made the world as a wilderness.
And the wilderness is some place you can't inhabit. It's something you can't inhabit. And this white man drops bombs and clears out acres, miles and miles and miles of land by a push of a button. And people are gonna say, this is the man. The same man here that's a slave. This is the man that could press a button and wipe out acres of land. This is the man that's chased my forefathers around the hood with a siren and a truncheon. This is the man that could clone me. The man that went to the moon. That's what it's talking about. People are like, rah, I'm surprised. That's what it's talking about. Ain't talking about no fallen demon from heaven. That's a lie. Give me Luke 10:18. You know, drink now. Mark that, right, man.
You're on.
Yeah, drink now.
I can get off with you.
Yeah, so that's coming.
All right. What is that? Luke what?
10:18.
All right. The book of Luke, chapter 10 and verse 18. And he said unto them, I beheld Satan as lightning fall from heaven.
Oh, there's another one as well. See, Christ was there. They go, Christ was there in the beginning when Satan fell from heaven. Christ said he saw Satan fall from heaven. Again, heaven means rulership. Not all the time. It depends. Context is key. That's why we always read from verse 1. Just like as the Captain said, in the hood we say, this is my dog. Could mean a pet. Could mean my homie. Depends. So context is key. But in this context, it's talking about rulership. You know what I mean? Give me verse 1.
Verse 1. After these things, the Lord appointed other 70.
It was in the verse above, it's like in the chapter before this, the most Christ set up his 12 disciples, and here it's saying after that, after he set up his 12 disciples, he appointed to set or put in order. He put in order 70 also, so he had another 70 men. He put in order, gave them commandments. Read.
And sent them 2 and 2.
So he sent them 2 by 2, 70 men. What's half of 70? 35?
35.
So it's a 2, you 2 men, you go to Aston, you 2 men, you go to Hansa, and so on and so on. Read.
Before his face, into every city and place.
Sent him into every city. So not Aston, Hansa. We say you 2 men, you go to London, you 2, Nottingham, and so on and so on. Read.
Whether he himself would come.
Whether he said he sent him into the place he himself would go. Obviously, he can't do this by himself, so he sent him to the place that he will go to, so they can do the work for him. Read.
Verse 2, therefore said he unto them, the harvest truly is great.
So the harvest is great. What is a harvest? Is when you plant crops, everything that grows is called the harvest. So the harvest is great. What he didn't literally mean the harvest. What he meant was the lot of work to do. There's a lot of work to do. There's loads of black people to get off drugs. There's loads of black women that we need to teach to stop becoming whores. There's loads of brothers that hate black people. There's loads of brothers like this that we have to fix. The harvest is great. There's a lot of work to be done. When harvest pops up, you got to cut it, bag it, you know what I mean? Put more seeds down. The work is great. There's a lot to do. There's a lot of black people on drugs, a lot of whores out there, a lot of brothers that grew up with no father, a lot of homosexuals out there. The work of black people is very great, Read.
But the are few.
But the laborers are few. There's loads of black people to fix. As you see, how many people fixing them? Not many. You know, the I.S.U.P.K is only for, you know, only so much of us. The laborers, there's just what, 4 brothers in Birmingham, and the population in Birmingham is what, a couple mil. The laborers are few, but the harvest is great. There's many drug dealers, many abortionists, rapists out there, but the laborers are few. Only so much people to fix them. And the same thing in Christ's time. Christ had 70 men. 70 is not a big number. And before they had 12. 12 is not a great number. Read.
Pray ye therefore the Lord of the harvest, that he would send for laborers into the harvest.
That's what we do. So we pray to get more men in the I.S.U.P.K, more work, you know what I mean? More brothers that can hold camp. We teach more brothers that they can teach and they can spread the word also. Let me cut this quick time. Give me verse 3.
Verse 3. Go your ways, behold, I send you forth as lambs among wolves.
So Christ sent them forth as lambs among wolves. That's us today. Any guns?
Nah.
Do you have any knives?
Nah.
And who are we speaking to? Stop becoming homosexuals. Stop being disgusting drug dealers. You know what I mean? The same black people that will take your head up. You know what I mean? The same black people that got guns in their waist. Cause we are lamb. We ain't got no guns. We're lamb. You know what I mean? Lamb get eaten, and we go out there and we prophesy against wolves, man. We prophesy against the police that can lock you up, keep you in prison keep you in the south for a day. You know what I mean? And you come out now, your phone battery's dead. You can't afford a taxi to get home. You know what I mean? We're lamb wolves. We're telling drug dealers that got guns in their waist that you're disgusting and you're killing your own people. We're telling these llama black women that love to put their hands in your face and for war at you, that yo, put some clothes on. We're lamb wolves, and the disciples were the same way. Ain't nothing changed. We done.
Verse 4. Carry neither purse, nor script, nor shoes.
Give me verse 9.
Verse 9. And heal the sick that are therein.
So when they go to the cities, they want them to heal the sick. The sick are the brothers on drugs, the sisters on drugs, the brothers that got anger problems, suicidal thoughts, the list goes on. We done.
And say unto them, the kingdom of heaven, the kingdom of God is come nigh unto you. But into whatsoever city ye enter, and they receive you not, go your way out into the streets.
All right, drop me down. Give me verse 17. All right.
17 verse. And the 70 returned again.
So the 70, they did their job, as Christ said. They went into them cities and they returned back to Christ and gave him a report. Read.
With joy, saying,
and they came back with joy. They came back happy. Read.
Saying, Lord, devils are subject unto us through thy name.
So they came back and like, Christ, like even demons and that, we was stopping them. Brothers that were drug dealers and angry, they were subject unto us in thy name. They came back with joy. Read.
And he said unto them, I beheld Satan as lightning fall from heaven.
Now this is how you break. This is context. So you're telling me they came back with a report to Christ saying, Christ, we did a good job in your name. Even like, wow, even the devils were subject unto us. Christ had a backlash. He goes, you know what? One time I remember Satan falling from heaven. You know what he's really saying? Read that again. Verse 17.
Verse 17.
18. Sorry, yeah, 17. Sorry.
And the 70 returned again with joy, saying, Lord, even the devils are subject unto us through thy name. And he said unto them,
when they said that to him, what Christ said, like this is a black man speaking, you're gonna see, but yeah, Christianity might in the moment, so it's kind of cloudy, but when I finish, you're gonna get it.
Satan as lightning.
So Christ said, I beheld, to behold is to see. So they did an excellent job, and Christ said, yo, I saw, read.
I beheld Satan as lightning.
As what?
As lightning.
And quickly, read.
Fall from heaven.
So they came back and said, Christ, you know, we cast out demons, we got sisters to stop being whores. And Christ said, yo, he's like, I see, Christ basically said, yo, I see this white man falling in no time. Heaven is rulership, and Satan represents the white man. That's who he works for. He said, it's how black people talk. He's saying, yo, I just saw the white man fall, you know. You know what I'm saying? It's like if you work for Mercedes, and we're going against Audi, and you did a good job, you know what I mean? You promoted as the, you know, you promoted Mercedes good, and you come back with Crawford. I gave out all the flyers, I promoted the business, and I said, yo, you know what? I just saw Audi fall, you know. You know what? I just saw them go bankrupt, you know. That's what Christ saying? He did a good job. He goes, you know what? I just behold Satan for like, I lied it forever. That's like quickly. You understand me? Read that again.
From verse 17.
Come on.
Right, verse 17. And the 70 returned again with joy, saying, Lord, even the devils are subject unto us.
So they came up with joy, like God, like the Christ. Even the devils, so I couldn't believe it. You know what I mean? That man that's crazy, that man that would he would listen to us in thy name, read on.
And he said unto them, I beheld Satan as lightning fall from heaven.
The Christ said, yo, I can see Satan falling in no time. Read on.
Verse 19, behold.
And Christ goes on, he goes, and look, if Christ saying, listen, what I give you was nothing, behold, I'm going to give you more power, read.
Behold, I give unto you power to tread upon serpents and scorpions.
And what's serpents and scorpions? Things that's always on the ground, that sting you in your leg. You know when you're on your path, they always stick you in your leg. I'll give you more power. I'll give you power to step on scorpions and serpents, anything that's in your way. Not literal serpents and scorpions, but anything that's in your path. Serpents and scorpions are known for being on the path. They're known for being on the road, innit? Right. He said, I'll give you power to step on any obstacle that's in your path. Any policeman want to lock you up. Any shopkeeper saying you can't preach outside the shop. Any law saying that freedom of speech is banned now. Any law saying you can't say that, that's hate group. Any obstacle, Christ gives us power to step on them serpents and them scorpions. Read.
And over all the power of the enemy.
And any enemy, whether it's the government, whether it's the president saying that you can't preach that no more, whether it's the local saying that we don't want them speaking that on our neighbors no more. Christ gives them power over all of that, and that's how you break it down. That's the context. You don't jump and talk about some demon. That's how you break down this scripture in context. Give me verse 19 again.
Verse 19, behold, I give unto you power to tread on the serpents.
So what happened was, they was happy because Christ, even the demons are something like us. He's saying, yeah, I know. I gave you power to step on serpents, to step on them drug dealers, to step on them people that want to throw water bottles at you, and them Muslims, and the police that want to lock you up, and the local mayor saying in his city, he ain't having no hate speech. Them Christians that pump their music loud and try to drown out your microphone. Them little kids that want to fight. Christ gave us power to step on them. I had more scriptures, but I got cut. What time is it now?
Go through it now.
All right, cool. We're going to read the, that's the class. I had more scriptures, but I couldn't get through them. So if anything, again, Monday night, 2 a.m. to 4, Command Gen.YAHANNA's radio station. Today, midnight, we have the law class. Make sure you log into that. You know, it's good to know the laws, what laws you should keep, what laws you shouldn't keep. And remember, pay tithes, 10% of all your earnings. You know what I mean? That helps the school. You got more videos. You know, internet don't pay for itself, life don't pay for itself. How the truth out, man. You know what I mean? Pay 10%. Also a law as well. The same way you wouldn't be a homosexual, same way you should pay tithes. And with that, we're going to go to the security announcements and the prayers. And with that, I say shalom.
Yeah, that was a powerful class. Let's give my hand first. All right, going to get to the I.S.U.P.K security announcements. This is the we are the I.S.U.P.K, started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Ruled for new brother and sister. Brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the heads to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After the 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the heads to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. Numbers 18:21, Malachi chapter 3 verses 8 through 10.
Remember, pay tithes 10% of all your earnings, right? Make sure that you make £100, that'll be £10 toward your tithes. You make £1, we want that 10 pence. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You make 10 pence, we want that penny. Well,
right.
Read.
Means 10th in the Hebrew ma'ashra, 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Give to the Treasury Department or each priest funds, free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like to give. Upcoming holy convocation weeks,
That's the one.
Feast of Weeks, or what's it called in Acts?
Pentecost.
For the Feast of Pentecost. Remind Akim and all Aqua to check the bulletin board in the hallway. If anyone wants to become a trooper in the school, to start wearing all black, boots, shirt, pants, headband or scarf. And with that, we're going to get to the Lord's Prayer. And everyone can stand, rise and face the east. The Lord's Prayer, Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Haya, Shamka, Yahweh, Malakavka, Taba'a, Ratzaka, Haya, Shamka, Haya, Aisha, Barataza, Kawa, Haya, Bashamayim, Nathanawa, Lakam, Cow, Yawam, Wasalaknawa, Kabawaknawa, Kasalaknawa, Kabawapinawa, Wala'a, Tabayainawa, Banasayawan, Abol, Hawashainawa, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwa, Waha'ala, Wahakapara, La'awalamyam, Aman. And in the English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, in earth, as it is in heaven. Give us this day, our daily bread, and forgive us our debt, as we forgive our debtors, and lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it. Amen. Now the Haka, the power. Hashem, Yahushai, Baba Kusha, the Thunder, Haka, Larpa'ah, Kalmakala, Haka, Natahar, Lahapiyam, Hamapiam, Haka, Arvakawa, Hatama'ala, the Garbashan, Bashem, Yahushai, the water, Aman, and in the English. Yahweh, in the name of Yahushai, please give us the power, the power to heal all. The power to heal all manner of sickness, and all manner of disease, The power to cleanse the lepers, the power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits, to cast them out, in the name of Yahushai. Thank you. So be it. Now the blessings, Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Wa Yahweh Shai.
Wa Yahweh Shai.
Wa Mayaka Allah.
Wa Mayaka Allah.
Wa Alahayim.
Wa Alahayim.
Batazab Ya'ah.
Batazab Ya'ah.
Alawapi Hana.
Alawapi Hana.
Ha Alawapiyam.
Ha Alawapiyam.
Ha Sarunyan. Ha Kwatiza Yanyam.
Ha Kwatiza Yanyam.
Ha Yanyam.
Ha Kale Yanyam.
Wa Akwapiyam.
Wa Akwapiyam.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Bashem.
Bashem.
Yahweh Shai.
Yahweh Shai.
The water. Aman.
Aman. And in the English, bless you Yahweh.
Bless you Yahweh.
And Yahweh Shai.
And Yahweh Shai.
And Michael.
And Michael.
And the angels.
And the angels.
Commanding General Yohanna.
Commanding General Yohanna.
The generals.
The generals.
The captains.
The captains.
The officers. The troopers.
The troopers.
And the sisters.
And the sisters.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it. Now the curse.
Blessed are you, Yahweh.
Blessed are you, Yahweh.
King of heaven and earth.
King of heaven and earth.
And all things living.
And all things living.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
Listen to us now.
Listen to us now.
Right now.
Right now.
Send evils and curses.
Send evils and curses.
And punishment and destruction.
And punishments and destruction.
And death to the heathen.
And death to the heathen.
That speak against us.
That speak against us.
Thy prophets.
Thy prophets.
The teachers.
The teachers.
The princes.
The princes.
The priests.
The priests.
The Israelite brothers.
The Israelite brothers.
And the school.
And the school.
Send evils and curses.
Send evils and curses.
And punishment and destruction.
And punishments and destruction.
And death to the heathen.
And death to the heathen.
And shake loose the pockets.
And shake loose the pockets
of the rich of Israel.
Of the rich of Israel.
That refuse to give to the school.
That refuse to give to the school.
Force their riches.
Force their riches.
To enter into thy sanctuary.
To enter into thy sanctuary.
Send evils and curses.
Send evils and curses.
And punishment and destruction.
And punishments and destruction.
And death to the Edomites.
And death to the Edomites.
And the nations.
And the nations.
And their drug dealers.
And their drug dealers.
The court system.
The court system.
The prison system. Planned Parenthood.
Planned Parenthood.
All the governments of our enemies.
All the governments of our enemies.
Amalek synagogues and armies.
Amalek synagogues and armies.
Roman Catholic Church.
Roman Catholic Church.
The Pope.
The Pope.
Islam.
Christianity. Egyptology.
Militia. Ku Klux
Klan.
Aryan Nation. Skinheads. Party Komatazi. The gay movement. The lesbian movement. Spies. Workers of witchcraft. NASA space program. Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Wall Street, open up the internet, and the airwaves, the cable access channels, and the radio channels, convict the spirit of any of thy people that seek to stop us, and bring swift death to all the heathen that stand in the way, or try to stop us from broadcasting your word throughout the planet Earth. Let loose all the terrorists. Cause them to go to and fro. Through the earth and destroy. Cause the terrorists to come against America. And destroy them in their strongholds. Let America shake. At the hands of the terrorists.
Let Yahweh shine.
Michael and Gabriel come down with the flying saucers. And all the heathen
And kill all the heathen
that come up against us. As we speak thy word. Cause it to be known by all. That it is the angels that have done it. Cause it to be spread through the media. Throughout the whole world. Cause them to shake at thy coming. In the name of Yahweh Shai. Thank you always. And so be it.
Now to bless Israel. Yahweh. Ba'ashem. Yahweh Shai. Barakanawa. Wa Yasha
Wahabaya. Sapayam.
Barak
Magun Hagan.
All the I.S.U.P.K. Nakabadwa.
Allah.
Kodara.
Tobiah.
Acadian.
Paul.
And then all those searching for the
truth.
and also And also Sophia.
And Sophia.
And that's it.
Tobiah. Aiden. Rafael. Josh. And all those caught in the prison system.
Bashem Yahawashi. Tawada Aman. And what we just said was, Lord, in the name of Jesus, bless us and the school, bless, heal, shield, and protect the loved one. In the name of Jesus, thank you, so be it. And with that, Israel class dismissed.